Coffee and Magic this morning, so I'm not gonna ramble on and on as per usual. But because Megan is moving this morning and I need to go help. I didn't want to leave you hanging, so I'm going to think of what 3 things I want to do today. I think, hi Amy. I think, oddly enough, I'm picking fruits today, which is so not wintry, but I'm feeling fruits this morning. So, good morning. Hi, Theron. Ooh, hello, Janelle. Hello, hello. How's everyone doing? Happy Friday. I was just saying this is going to be a quickie this morning because Megan is moving and the movers get there at 12, so I really need to get on my giddy up. You know. All right, so here are your fruits. We're going to do watermelon, kiwi, and banana. What fruits are you feeling this morning? Go ahead and drop it in the comments. If you're new here, welcome. It's Coffee and Magic, just in time. We are using this deck here. It's the Wisdom of Avalon by Colette Baron Reed. And how this works is I'm giving you 3 things, watermelon, kiwi, and banana. You pick which fruit aligns with you this morning, and that will correspond with your message. If there's a specific question or area that you would like this to connect to, just hold that intention with your energy as I'm shuffling. Again, watermelon, kiwi, and banana. Seriously, these dogs, every time. Come on. All right. Watermelon, kiwi, and banana. Drop your selection. Oh, I'm loving all the fruit emojis. All right, here comes your watermelon. I don't know where you guys are, but here in Central PA, it is so flipping cold. So, summer fruits. All right, I've got your watermelon. Tell me when you're ready. Okay. Again, your choices this morning: watermelon, kiwi, and banana. And this is your watermelon. Ready? Oh, would love to be in Trinidad right now. Okay, so watermelon friends. Partnership, the spider, and the horse. This one is screaming new business venture. Screaming it. The partnership situation along with creative projects for the spider is, again, just pulsing lights or pulsing? I don't know, bright lights with the idea of creating a new partnership in some sort of business. And I use air quotes just because I don't even like that word business right now. I don't know, it's not hitting for me, but it's like you're creating something that you will be doing to make a difference in some way, to support yourself in some way, to create something that is tangible out in the world in some way. And this is involving others. And I think in the past, it feels like there has been, you've been burned a few times in this area, feels like. It's time to look at that and understand what that means. What does it mean that you've been burned before in partnerships when it comes to business ventures and stuff like that? What is the lesson that you learned from those experiences besides don't partner with other people? Take that aside. What is the actual lesson, and what can you do this time to allow yourself to be in a position of power and authority and not let yourself be taken advantage of or get involved in things that don't feel aligned for you? Can you say a no Like, do you know how to say no? Do you know how to say, let me sit on it? Do you know how to say, this feels almost right, but not quite right? That kind of thing. Because it's going to take, with a partnership, allowing yourself to really delegate and accept help from other people to get whatever this project is launched, right? And tangible. So big businessy vibes for my watermelon friends. Interesting. Did that hit for my watermelons? Your fruits this morning: watermelon, kiwi, and banana. Drop your selection in the comments and your fruit will correspond to your pull. I'm shuffling now for kiwi. Hi, Lori. All right. Good morning. Watermelon, kiwi, and banana. We just did watermelon. Kiwi's next, bananas after. If you missed watermelon or you want to watch any of these over, you can always find the replays on YouTube or my Instagram as soon as we're done. Kiwi, are you ready? Okay, so we have kiwi here on deck. Really different from watermelon. We have birth and rebirth. We have the water fairy. And we have burden. Okay, so we've got some heavy birthing energy right now, okay, with our kiwi friends. So what does that even mean? So with water fairy and birth and rebirth, you're going through another iteration of self right now. This happens for you, right, pretty frequently. Like, would you say every 3 to 5 years you have some sort of a transition into a different you, right? This time, though, as you become more healed in yourself, right, and aware of yourself, it's not a um, transition that just happens like without guidance at this point. It's like it's happening. You invite it. That saying that the only thing constant is change. You're really embracing that and not afraid of it anymore. Like, you get that, right? But something about this upcoming new iteration of self is feeling a little heavy for you right now, because there's probably some people, some ways of being, some attachments in some way that you don't really know that you want to let go of, right, at this time. And it feels heavy. It's like a bit of a burden. You don't know if, leaning into this transition that's happening anyway, but like really leaning in, allowing it to pick up momentum is going to leave you regretting or missing or, just not liking the way it restructures itself. Um, there's no answer for that right now, right? Like, we would love to know the answer, but the answer is on the other side. So you can't know it until you allow it to happen, you know? So what do you do in the meantime? This transition you're making, this birth rebirth process is already underway. It's not like you have to like turn on a switch or there's nothing to do. It's already happening. But allow yourself to be fully present for the time in between transition, right? Like, feel your feelings, allow the emotions to pass through you, not stick in you, and just honor the grieving process, right? If need be. and trust that on the other side, as per always, I will remind you of that, like you do have data in your database that shows that on the other side you're always fine, right? And in fact, you'll look back and be like, oof, can't believe I ever like fought this, right? Be present with the moment you're in and also know it is passing. Okay. Okay, Kiwis. Good morning, Angie. And our last one is going to be banana. Again, sorry I'm speed racing through this morning, but that is just what the deal is today. All right, banana's up next. I'm shuffling. You know, I got some new decks for the new year, and they're very cool. Like this one especially, I think is so pretty. I was showing people in a workshop on Wednesday. I love it. It's called Tarot the Divine. But I was thinking, oh, maybe like it'll, like one of these will switch into my Coffee and Magic ones, but Wisdom of Avalon doesn't want to let me go. So it's so gorgeous. And it says it's inspired by deities, folklore, and fairy tales from around the world. So it's really cool. It's like it's a very different take on tarot, I would say. But this is what it wants. Tell me when you're ready for banana. Yeah, you've always loved that deck, Janelle, huh? One really works with you. All right, here is banana. Truth, wealth. Look who's here. We haven't seen this in a minute. Did you miss the mushrooms of forgiveness? All right, let's see here. We've got truth, wealth, and forgiveness. What a hand, you banana people. All right, so when we have the wealth card, right, our brains automatically want to be like, ooh, money. Again, always ask yourself, what does it mean to be wealthy? Like, really ask yourself that. I have asked myself that a lot. And for me, being wealthy is freedom. Freedom to wake up in the morning and make choices that feel aligned for me. Freedom to travel, freedom to eat what I feel like eating, freedom to care for my family, freedom to get gifts for my friends. Like that's abundance, that's wealth to me, is freedom. What it is for you might be different, but you have to know that first before you manifest abundance, right? Because if you are like, to me, wealth is cash in my bank account, that can really mean a lot of things, right? And it can really restrict you. Okay? So figure that out. And then we have truth and forgiveness. The truth of what you believe what wealth is to you might be a process of healing that you haven't realized you were in, right? Maybe this opens up a new way of understanding yourself. It really feels like that's what we need to sit with. And where does the forgiveness card come in? Sometimes when we look at ourselves honestly, we realize that we have some programmed thought patterns and behaviors that are things we would never own, right? That we wouldn't advertise about ourselves, that we wouldn't say that's who I am, but it is who you are. It's kind of like when like my family does this a lot. Well, they'll be like, well, I mean, I'm not racist because I'm not a white person. Like my family says that. And it's like, okay. Now, if we were to really dig into that, anybody who says that they're not racist, don't we automatically say like, why are you saying that to me, right? Like, who are you convincing? The truth of who we are, the truth of how we actually feel, is something that takes a lot of humility and strength to face and really be honest about, right? And then forgiving yourself for the amount of time you've spent not realizing the misalignment that you've been living, right? Or the untruth you've been living. So, banana is really introspective. Banana is inviting you to really go deeper into the programs that you have and ask yourself, what does it mean to you to have wealth, to be a wealthy, abundant person? What is the truth of that? What still needs healing? And can you forgive yourself for the way that you've previously treated this energy? Does that make sense? Hi, Suzette. Something to think about, huh? It's very, I'll be sitting with that. Okay, so I hope you guys have a great weekend. I'm going to be busy, but I'll be thinking of you, and I'll be back next Friday with more coffee and magic. Again, if you missed any of this, you can always watch the replay on Instagram or YouTube. And I love you. Be safe, stay warm, and I will see you next week. Mwah! Goodbye, friends. Thank you.